Hi everyone, today we are going to walk through the School Navigator Accelerator, and this accelerator helps students find what graduate school is best for them. So let's go ahead and get started, and I will type in my username, which is Watson, and my password is password with the A as the @ sign and the O as a 0, and I'll hit sign in. Okay, so you'll see here that this dashboard view is designed to look like a student portal. You can see that I've started to fill out some of my profile information with this dummy persona, Samantha Higgins. And so to begin, I'll go ahead and get started by clicking Click to Get Started Now. The purpose here is to help this persona, Samantha, find a business school that matches her preferences. So Watson, through conversation, will engage with Samantha to learn more about her preferences, and as you'll see in the next couple of minutes, will ultimately recommend a school that's best for her. And so we've included 20 schools in this demonstration, but of course additional schools could be added to make this more robust. And so I want to state again before we go ahead and respond to Watson's question of how Watson can help me today that I really encourage you to explore and play around with this demonstration, provide different preferences, and you'll be able to see the different school recommendations again from that sample set of 20. So I'll say I am looking for a business school, and I'll hit submit. And Watson will understand that and say, okay, what is my primary focus? And I'll say I am interested in private equity. I'll hit submit. And you can see here that Watson is recognizing that private equity is an entity of finance. And we're going to now continue to build out my preferences, which will be reflected here on the right. So you can see finance is part of my profile. So where am I willing to leave my job to obtain a degree? I'll say yes. I'll say the size of the school doesn't really matter. Far away, close by, let's go with close by. At any point during this, I can actually ask clarifying questions. So what's the difference between far away and close by? Or here, what is a GPA if I didn't know what that was for whatever reason. I'll go ahead and put my GPA, let's say, as a 3.7 on the slider, and I'll hit submit. And again, for the GMAT score, I'll give a higher score, let's say maybe in the 700s. And because we are only using a sample set of 20 schools, I would encourage you, regardless of the different answers that you put, to kind of keep these scores on the higher end just for demonstration purposes. It'll help ensure that for the schools that we've selected, that Watson will be able to provide you with a recommendation from that sample set of 20. So I'll hit submit. And again, if I didn't know what a GMAT was or what a GMAT score is, I could go ahead and ask Watson a question about that. So now Watson's going to ask me about my work experience, and let's say I've worked for about 7 years, and I'll hit submit. And again here, this is all being populated on the right hand side. And my last question, will the cost of tuition be a large factor? Let's say the answer is no. Okay, great. So now Watson has suggested 3 different schools based on these preferences. And let's say I'm interested in learning more about Yale. So I can click on Yale, and Watson will have provided some general information about Yale, and I can do the same with the other schools. Okay, so another cool feature that I want to point out is this Ask Watson, and this is designed to be more of an FAQ type of question, so I can ask things such as how much does an MBA cost, and Watson will respond to that. And again, keep in mind that this is just a demonstration, so of course Watson won't be able to answer every possible question, but I could continue to ask questions to really just show that Watson is able to answer these types of things. So let's briefly wrap this up. This is the School Navigator Accelerator, and it's designed to be an educational tool in one part to help potential students find the best school that's right for them, and also show that Watson is able to answer open-ended questions in FAQs or within the conversation to really help guide an end user, so here a student, find the best fit for them. I really encourage you to check out some of our other Watson bots. You can see, for example, the credit card navigator one that we're using Watson in a similar functionality, but there it's to help people find the best credit card for them. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Check out some of our other bots and hope to see you again here soon.